Dartfish Rally, friends. Day 2 of Rally of Portugal. Big day ahead of us. Nearly 150 Ks. A very quick word with Takasan. He's about to head into the stage. Great to see you back, Takasan. What was the problem yesterday?
Yeah, basically kind of electric stuff, and the batteries are not charging, and yeah, this was the issue.
Difficult now for you. You've got to just kind of dial your way into the rally now, haven't you? Just take it nice and easy, I guess, this morning.
Yeah, for sure, to see that how it's going with the car and everything I need to test for the future. So
good luck today, Takasan. Yeah, we thought we had plenty of time. We will for the other boys. They've got 2 minutes. Aaron just telling us there. They've got a little built-in delay at the start, which is interesting. 8 minutes holding at the start of the stage for the drivers. Can't remember that happening before, and I don't really know what the reason for that would be. Unusual one. Simon Hughes is with us. Come this way. Simon, apparently an 8 minutes holding area at the start of the stage. I've never heard of that before. That's a bit unusual.
It is, yeah. I can't quite see the reason, but obviously Aaron was saying it was planned. The organisers are doing it for a reason. It's not ideal for the drivers, but they'll deal with it.
Some logistical reason, obviously, isn't it? Yeah, it's absolutely planned. There's not a delay to the stage. Absolutely planned. Oit Tanak doing his warm-up exercises. Martin just checking things out in the car there. Thierry Neuville, a big day ahead of him. Where is Kalle Rovanperä? Well, he's obviously the last of our World Rally cars. Tanak had a pretty unlucky day yesterday. Leading the rally, the car was going exceptionally well. Let's have a look at the soft compound tyres. You know, soft compound is the basically hard is the option. Soft is the main tyre this weekend. Did talk maybe about hard compound tyres being a little bit short of supply. You've got to think about using them where you use them, because we saw yesterday there can be quite a lot of wear in the afternoon when it gets warmer. It is chilly this morning, 8-9 degrees. We saw Aaron Johnson with his jacket on. So the soft compounds will work well this morning, particularly for the boys nearer the front of the field. It's not maybe quite as gravelly, but there won't be too much abrasiveness in there this morning. Thierry Neuville just having a look. What's he having a look at? What's he having a look at here? We'll ask him, shall we? Thierry, you're always very observant, but you're having a good look at something there. Was something interesting you?
No, not really.
What were you looking for, though?
I don't know. I was dreaming and...
Dreaming of catching Kalle Rovanperä today?
I think that's proper dreaming for sure, but we also have to keep believing.
Absolutely. That could almost be a song. I almost burst into a song there. Tell me about the stages today, Thierry. They're quite different from yesterday.
Yeah, they are. Different surface. Nice stages. Amarante, obviously the longest stage of the rally. A mix of slippery and rough and some tarmac, so challenging one, especially on second pass. I think it's going to be rough in some sections, but for the other 2 stages it will be quite smooth and straightforward for the conditions, but still tricky to drive.
Don't stop believing. Yeah. Don't stop believing. It's too early for that, isn't it? I'm very sorry, Thierry, to subject that to you to that. Let's have a very, very quick word with Oit. He's quite focused. Just having a look around the car. Good morning, Oit Tanak. You know, a minute down today, but it's one of those days where lots can still happen out there, isn't it?
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, I guess you do wish for it, but it is all about just keeping it there, keeping the pressure on, and now no mistakes and fingers crossed, no problems with the car.
Exactly.
Good. Tell me about how you will approach the long stage in particular this morning, because it's 37 Ks. It's the longest stage of the rally.
It is, but yeah, obviously we've done it many times, so it will go with a good rhythm.
Good. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do out there today. Oit, the very best of luck.
Thank you.
There we are. That's Oit Tanak. Focused, as he always is. Focused. Absolutely focused on the job in hand. Martin, good morning. Everything good with you this morning, Martin?
Yes. So far, so good.
It's a little chilly, though, isn't it? Did you think it was a wee bit colder this morning?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's a bit chilly. You come to Portugal and you expect, well, listen, we are going to get some beautiful sunshine. Beautiful sunshine. It is going to be relatively warm later on. What were these boys doing? They were just having a wee look under the bonnet there. Having a little chat. Again, Thierry Neuville, I think he's in a little bit of a zone this morning. Thierry, I'm not sure which zone you're in, but you're in a wee zone this morning. He's waiting. Yeah. Sometimes they get a bit of time. You know, you'll have seen a lot of these start videos from us. Sometimes it can be a little tense, sometimes a little frantic. Sometimes, like this morning with Thierry, he's quite relaxed. He's got a little bit of time. He's just taking things in. David, Simon, have you got something very interesting to tell me?
Possibly. If you just have a little look on Lappy's car under the wheel arch, there's a plus and minus. I was going to see if you could work out what they're for.
Yes, I can. That plus and minus is really, really interesting. Really, actually quite interesting. It's quite a technical explanation, and what I'll do is I'll come to you to give me that technical explanation.
You're on your own on this one, Cole.
Do you know what it is?
I do, mate, yeah.
Go on and tell me.
It's
to do with the angle of the strut or something?
It's just so they can adjust the ride height. It's if they're in a rush and they need to know which way to turn. Obviously,
lefty loosey, righty tight.
Exactly.
There you go. So it's again. So that's really interesting, Simon, because you know these guys they can do it in their sleep, all of these things. But when things maybe are a little bit pressurised, you know something's maybe going wrong, and you've got a million things to think about. What the teams are doing is they're taking out any sort of unnecessary thinking. It's the same thing with marking where the cap is for the what do we call this again? The valve, thank you, the cap for the valve. They mark that. They know where it is. They can find it, but they mark it. It takes away a little bit of pressure. As Simon said, plus that way, minus that way. They know what to do, but it just takes away that little second of uncertainty. And it's just making the drivers, the co-drivers, feel more comfortable in potentially very stressed situations. It is quite remarkable. There are little things like that all around the car. And we're finding more as we go through things. There's Esa-Pekka Lappi. Great battle for third place with Lappi. Picked up his pace yesterday afternoon. It was a really strong afternoon at Esa-Pekka. What about this morning? Different stages this morning. What's the setup going to be for this morning? Similar to yesterday or not? That was a silly question. Just tell me what the setup's going to be like.
Yeah, for sure. It's more sandy today overall. So you need grip as always. But I guess you can be a bit softer today than yesterday. Yeah.
You were a bit disappointed with your tyre choice yesterday. Are you more confident with your tyre choice this morning?
Well, at least it's different than the others. So,
is it different from the others?
Slightly. So, well, me and Thierry are the same, but the rest is different.
Ooh, that could be interesting. We'll watch that. Hello, look, here's Rally Dog in this interesting little spot. Can I say hello to your dog? No, don't say hello to the dog. I'm not saying hello to the dog. The dog looks nervous. Now, young Pierre-Louis Loubet, you had a fantastic day yesterday, I think, particularly in the afternoon. What a battle. You're right in that fight for third place. What do you think of today's stages? You know, can you keep up that pace, that performance?
We will try for sure. Yesterday we were able to have a good pace on the afternoon more than in the morning. I think in the morning the stage of the morning for the guy on the back was not so good. I was a bit surprised. Last year was not like that at all. But today will be a tough day again. So let's see.
Tell me about that issue you had yesterday, because when we saw you at lunchtime, you were I wouldn't say stressed, but you were a little bit uptight. You were worried about maybe not getting out in the afternoon. What was the problem?
Yeah, we had exhaust issue, so quite a big problem with a fire start. So normally when something like that happens, it's finished. So we've been very lucky. The mechanics did a very great job. So very happy to be here and to be able to do this great afternoon yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was a really strong afternoon. Keep it going, Pierre-Louis Loubet. Really good day. And, you know, Pierre told us at the end of, where were we last? Croatia. He said to us, didn't he, that, look, you know, I can go well in Portugal, and he's proving that. It was a great afternoon. Look at these little cars here. What's this all about? I don't think there's anything. What is it all about? I don't know. It's pink, though. It's my car. I love a pink car. I really do. A little Fiat 500 Abarth as well. Very nice. Now, waiting for Sordo and then our rally leader. Let's have a wee look along the cars and see what else we can maybe pick up this morning along the sides of the cars. It is quite, watch your back. let's come this way a wee bit. Danny Sordo. Danny Sordo is going a little bit further up. What does Danny Sordo not want us to find? I don't know. Now, Yanni Fern having a good look. Just making sure, again, making sure everything is nice and tight and in place. Double checking. You know, you don't take anything for granted. It's all about going through your checklists. And then this is an important part, you know, making sure that the bonnet and the boot's secured. We very, very often see, not very often, but we do see, you know, bonnets that, again, it's in those moments of stress where, you know, you're maybe something's happened on the road section, you're late into the time control, or you're just into the time control, and maybe you've been working on the car on the road section. Sometimes the bonnets don't get secured. Now, the plus and minus on the rear as well, yeah. It's a different plus and minus. So it's a plus to the right, so the plus that it's telling you, turn towards the right, and I guess because of the minus, it goes the other way. Plus and minus, not there, but it's on. Is it there underneath that one? Can't see that. Can't see that one. But yeah, but again, it's just a little. What should we call it? It's just a little aid memoir, just to remind them. Aid memoir. That's quite a good way of putting it, isn't it? Aid memoir. That's what we used to call them. I think that means I'm beginning to talk garbled nonsense. Listen, we're going to stay here for just one more second. We're going to see whether our rally leader, Kalle Rovanperä, turns up. Sordo has gone past, and you know he obviously wants a quiet little moment to himself. We'll join you again when we've got our rally leader, Kalle Rovanperä. Oh, well, we promised you Kalle Rovanperä. He has turned up. Obviously, the last of our Rally 1 cars on the road. A really good lead over Danny Sordo with Thierry Neuville in third place. Good morning, Kalle Rovanperä. Really strong day from you yesterday. More of the same today, I suppose, is on the cards.
Yeah, let's hope so. Now we have better starting place, so hopefully it's strong as yesterday.
Obviously, we're in a very different part of the country today. How different are these stages?
They are a bit different. Some places quite similar, but it seems that at least now in the morning it can be a bit more compact, the road, so hopefully we will not have so bad condition today on the second pass at least.
I guess the only issue with being the last of the Rally 1 cars is maybe your tyre choice is a little more complex, you know, with the road cleaning in front of you and hard, soft compounds. Is there any thought about that this morning, about tyre choice?
Yeah, it was not so easy to choose, to be honest. We have now cleaner line and more tire wear for sure. We also have to decide the tire previous evening, so yeah, it's not easy.
And it's chilly this morning as well, isn't it? It's cold here, 8-9 degrees. It'll be colder up the top of the hills there. Does that play into the tyre choice question?
Yeah, it's colder than usually here, so at least the morning loop is quite cold.
Thank you for your time this morning. Best of luck, Kalle Rovanperä. There we go, yeah. Lots of factors playing in to the tyre choice. Rovanperä, though, as he said, you know, maybe not quite so straightforward for him. The line is clean. They're down to that harder surface. And what does that mean? Well, it means that the heat is getting into the tyres more quickly. The abrasiveness, the level of abrasiveness is greater. So that tyre choice does become a little more complex. The first few guys on the road, well, it's got to be soft. It's cold almost cold, you'd say. And it's nice and soft, as in, nice and soft, it's gravelly, less abrasion, less heat into the tyres, therefore the soft compound. So we'll see how they get on this morning, but a big day ahead of us, folks. Just under 150 k's, plenty to look out for. That battle involving Esa-Pekka Lappi, who's heading into the stage for third place, is as tight can be. Don't forget, Dirtfish Live Centre. If you miss anything throughout today, just click the link on dirtfish.com. Drop-down menu, Dirtfish Live Centre, go there and catch up with all that you might have missed during this morning's actions. And again, David Evans and myself will be doing a live from somewhere in the Portuguese countryside this morning, maybe around about lunchtime. If you have any questions for us on, you know, on tyre choices, on car setups, I'll not answer car setup questions, David will. Maybe on tactics, on strategy, on how the rally's developing. Any questions at all. If you want to know where David gets his glasses from, just ask the questions, send them in, and we will try our best to answer them for you. Folks, thanks for joining us again this morning. We'll catch up with you all a bit later on during the course of day 2 of Rally of Portugal.